For my interview on student debt, I'll be talking to one of my friends. Her name is Deja Lockett. She's also a student here at St. John's. I'm going to be asking her prior knowledge on the subject, and I'm also going to be getting her opinions on like if she thinks student debt is worth it and things like that.
Hi, my name is Deja. I attend St. John's University and I'm a double major in biology, meaning I'll graduate in 5 years with my bachelor's and my master's, hopefully. Um, I'm a freshman and I have taken out student loans.
My first question is, what do you know about student debt in the United States, and also would you consider it a major problem?
I wouldn't say I'm an expert on matters when it comes to student loans, but I'm a student. I attend St. John's University, and my mom had to take out a bunch of loans for us, and I just know it's a hassle. It's a lot. It's a big obligation. They're very expensive, especially because St. John's is expensive, and my loan didn't cover my whole year, so I don't get a refund check or anything. Um, I do think student loans are a big hassle because when you graduate, nobody graduates and has like a definite job when they graduate. So they're already in debt before, as soon as they get out of college, they're already in debt. And it's just hard to start life as soon as you're in debt. Like, it's just hard. So I think having to pay back student loans for the rest of your life is ridiculous. You know, when you just want to go to school to better your education, and then you just be in debt for the rest of your life. Like, ain't nobody got time for that.
If you don't mind, I just want to get a little personal for a little bit. Are you currently taking out any student loans to pay for your college tuition?
Yes, I am taking out student loans to pay for my tuition. I'm not sure which loans, my mother knows, but I took out loans, and it's just a hassle. We had to go through all this stuff and like agreements and make sure we understand that they have to be paid back. Sally Mae ain't no joke. She coming for you as soon as you graduate.
Do you have an estimate on how much money in loans you'll have to pay back upon graduation?
The way my school is set up, tuition goes up a lot, at least every semester. Therefore, by the time I graduate, I can estimate that I'll be about $100,000 in debt when I graduate, which is ridiculous because some people who even have their master's degree don't even get paid $100,000 in a year. So, with that being said, I just feel like that's very drastic. And then if I want to continue school and get my master's, that's more student loans. So anywhere from 100,000 to 150,000.
Do you know anyone who's taken out college loans in the past?
Well, my mother herself had to take out student loans when she attended college, but back then it wasn't that much, so she didn't have that many student loans, so she's paid off hers. But as time went by, my sister just graduated from Hampton University, and she's still paying back her loans. Well, she basically just started, and she'll be paying those back for a while. And I know a bunch of my friends who had to take out student loans to go to college too. So pretty much, I don't know anybody who hasn't had to take out student loans to go to college. So, yep.
You mentioned that you know a lot of people who have taken out student loans, but would you say that most of the people that you've met here at St. John's have taken out a loan to pay for their tuition, or do you say that there are more people who haven't had to take out one?
From my experience being at school, everybody I've known had to take out student loans, at least some money. Nobody could afford the loan, the school by themselves. It's very unfortunate that everybody would have to take out student loans. I feel if that's the case, then as a whole, tuition for colleges should go down because that's ridiculous. kids coming straight out of college already in debt, trying to, you know, keep going to school, go to graduate school. It's just too much. Um, I figure kids with like a stable home and parents that are like lawyers and doctors, when they go to college, their parents could pay out of pocket. But none of my friends, family, nobody could just pay straight out of pocket for college, which is sad. It's really sad. So I feel like there needs to be a change somewhere.
Since you're in school now and you don't have to worry about paying for these loans, does the fact that you know that once you graduate you'll have to pay off all this money, like you said, almost $100,000, does this stress you out at all now, just knowing that in the future you'll have to pay it off?
Yes, the knowing that I will have to come out of college and pay back expensive student loans does stress me out at the moment. My mom is on my back every day about finding scholarships because it's just a lot. It's a very stressful thought, and I want to go to graduate school, but the thought of having to take out more student loans just makes me not even want to go to graduate school. So it's just a lot, and I feel like, we don't really get help from like the help we really need. Student loans are kind of like a trap to me. So yes, I'm stressed. My mom is very stressed. It's just like another bill. Shoot, it's like another mortgage on a house. So it's just a lot for us to deal with. So I don't know. I'm just gonna get a job and try to pay them back, and hopefully I can get a job when I get out of college that helps me pay back my student loans, because that would really help. But I'm just gonna try and focus in school and hopefully just get some more scholarships.
You mentioned getting a job to pay back your student loans, but with unemployment in the United States being a problem and also student debt being a problem, do you feel like you'll be able to have enough money to pay for things like a house, things like food, and also keep up with your loan payments?
I know the economy's bad, but I plan to either work at a hospital or work for the government. And either or, most of the time, pay back your student loans. They help you pay back your student loans. With that being said, hopefully my job can help. And then I'll just pay back the minimum amount every month and try and maintain my payments on time, but just pay the bare minimum. And um, with if I get a right job, the job I really want, then I feel like I should be able to keep up with my payments and own a house and get a car and pay my car payments on time and all that stuff. I plan to get a roommate when I get out of college, and that should help too. So I'm just gonna look for things to help out, make everything easier, because I don't want to be in debt seriously when I before I even really start my life. So yes, but in the future, I do plan to not let my student loans hold me back from my other long term goals. Like both of it.
Do you think that a college degree will be worth paying off your debt for years?
I don't necessarily think that a college degree is worth paying back student loans for years, because some people's degrees they get don't will never amount to how many loans they're taking out. But with me, I plan to be a doctor, so hopefully, how much I get paid as a doctor, overpowers how much I took out in student loans, so it won't be that much of a burden to pay back. But say somebody who graduated with a teaching degree, they that for the rest of their life they'll struggle to pay back their loans, just because their degree, their career won't, their salary, yearly salary won't ever like allow them to be able to pay back their loans. So I just feel like certain degrees will just never be able to pay. People won't be able to pay back their loans, and I don't think it's worth it at all. So in a sense, like community college is better for some people just because why go through all the stress of a university and everything and having to pay back so many loans when you could get the same degree for cheaper at a community college. So I just feel like the president, the government, somebody just needs to help out kids.